Yo, what's going on, guys? Ronnie here. All right, so I was literally laying down and listening to my binaural beats, and something said record a YouTube video. I was like, record a YouTube video, but I'm still preparing for the other video. You know, the Think and Grow Rich video. I wanted to record that video in a certain setting, so I'm still working on that, just trying to get the setting together. But this video is going to be on setting up. Well, this video is going to be about cryptocurrencies, right? I'm going to talk about what cryptocurrencies are. I'm going to explain why they are important, and I want to explain how you can purchase cryptocurrencies, like a walkthrough or something like that. And I have to state that this video is not financial advice, but it is for entertainment purposes only. So you invest at your own risk. I'm not a financial advisor. All right. Now, with that being said, allow me to entertain you. Hey, what's going on, guys? Ronnie here. So we're just going to jump straight into the video. I got your boy Satoshi Nakamoto on the screen. Bitcoin, peer-to-peer electronic cash. No, I'm just playing. But we're going to get straight into the video. What is cryptocurrency and how you get your hands on some? So basically, cryptocurrency is a digital asset. It's digital money. Usually, when you think of digital money, you're thinking of being at the bank, or in your phone mobile app, you're sending $30 to your friend to buy some food, or they request $30 from you, or you request $30 from them to make a particular purchase, right? Now, before, when you wanted to send money, you had to wait at least 3 to 5 business days, sometimes longer. Now we have fintech companies like Venmo, Square, creating Cash App. You have Zelle. You have all these companies that made it easier to kind of send money faster, right? But the thing about it is you're still using a third party to send that money. What we know about third parties, basically from the 2008 financial crash, when the 2008-2009 housing bubble and crash, you can't trust these third parties. If I put $30 in my bank, somebody withdraws $30, but it's still showing $30 there when the bank itself doesn't even have $30. That's fraud, right? So it's something wrong with these third parties, institutions, that we have to kind of figure out a way to kind of be alleviated from them, because they really are causing a lot of mischief when it comes to these finances and stuff. But what I have on the screen is Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system by Satoshi Nakamoto. Basically, this white paper was released around about 2008-2009 during the financial crash. He released this paper because he wanted to introduce a technology called blockchain, and one of the use cases is Bitcoin. Right? If you want to kind of see blockchain technology, how it was seen in the 80s and 90s, with the internet. On the internet, only thing you could do was send and receive emails, right? And now look at it today. So many different use cases. Same thing with blockchain technology. So many different use cases that are about to come from this thing. And one of the major ones that we see right now is cryptocurrencies. But the one I'm going to dive in right now is Bitcoin, right? Because it's the head honcho. Now let's dive right in. So this is CoinGecko, basically a place where you can just see different cryptocurrencies and how they're doing. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. So with Bitcoin itself is basically an asset that is a store of value. What makes Bitcoin special is this right here. The max supply being 21 million, right? In economics 101, you have something like supply and demand, right? If you have a lot of supply and moderate demand, it'll balance out. But if you have low supply and high demand, oh, this supply is going to be extremely valuable to the people that want it. For example, you have a Michael Jordan rookie card, right, signed by MJ himself. There's not a lot of those out there. I mean, depending on which brand it came from. It's not a lot of them out there. So the demand for it isn't high, but since the supply is low, the person that gets it is going to pay a pretty penny for it. And, they're going to pay a lot of money for that card because of its value. Now we have something like Bitcoin that is a store of value, and you have the ability to send the Bitcoin across the border without a third party intervening, right? It's immutable, right? And you really don't have to, back to the third party, you have to trust anybody, really, with that transaction. You have your information that allows you to send that Bitcoin to the individual that has their information that allows them to receive it. No Wells Fargo in between, no Bank of America in between, no Zelle, no Venmo, no PayPal, no Cash App. None of those people are in between that transaction, right? Now, there are ways in which when you purchase these cryptocurrencies, they will be in the middle of their transactions. But all in all, they don't have to be if you don't want them to be. But we're going to get back to Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin's price history. The first real price increase occurred in July 2010 when the valuation of a Bitcoin went from around 18,000 to 8 cents for a single coin. There was one point in time when Bitcoin was less than a penny. There was one point in time when that rookie Michael Jordan signed card was probably only worth about $20. If I look it up now, it's probably worth about $25,000, maybe even more, right? Depending on the brand and the year he signed the card, right? So what we're going to do is kind of get an idea as to why these cryptocurrencies are important, right? When it comes to transacting digital money, you rely on that third party to make that transaction happen. And a lot of times you may have to wait 3 to 5 business days to make that transaction happen. When people are sending billions of dollars across the border, they don't want to wait 3 to 5 business days. They don't want to pay high fees for them to send that money. They just want to instantly send it. When you have something like Bitcoin that is a reserve asset, reserve assets are for people that are watching the market and see that the value of money is going down and interest rates are going down. So they're like, oh my God, I need to put my money somewhere. Where can I put my money? So typically they go to gold or precious metals or certain real estate or, these different asset classes. And when they go to them, they have the expectation that if I put my money here, it's either going to sustain its value or it's going to gain more value, right? So that's why Bitcoin is so important, because with gold doesn't have a limited supply. And I would say it doesn't have a limited supply because looking at the World Gold Council, 197,576 tons of gold was mined since 1950. Now take a look at this. There are 2.3 million stones on the pyramid at Giza, right? 2.5 to 15 tons per stone. Let's take a look at the pyramids. So essentially, you could probably send all of the gold on this planet on the Giza Plateau. Now, with the introduction of space travel, traveling to the moon and kind of studying asteroids, we know that there is gold on the moon. And we also know that there is gold, precious metals, one of them being gold, on asteroids. So going back to economics 101, when you have something that is high in supply and moderate in demand, then it's going to be, it's going to be balanced. But what if you have something that's high in supply but low in demand, right? The value is going to drop. Since more gold eventually is going to come into the market, the value of gold is going to go down. But you have something like Bitcoin that has a max supply, which means there will never be any more Bitcoin. there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, meaning that the supply is going to max out in a couple of years, right? Well, I'm not going to say in a couple of years. This is going to be several. I think the next 100 years is when the last Bitcoin is going to be mined or something like that. But nonetheless, you get the point. But why these cryptocurrencies are important right now is because of the value of money is basically toilet tissue, and the interest rates are extremely low. I think they zero or something. I don't know the interest rates right now, but I know that they're extremely low. And all these hedge funds, banks, institutions are just like flooding into this market, flood into cryptocurrencies, because we're going to take a little tour through this, right? The value in blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies is that each one of these cryptocurrencies that you see here, each one of these has a use case. Each one of these is trying to solve some type of problem, right? Each one itself is trying to solve a problem. The network, it's trying to do something that institutions that make promises aren't doing, right? Or something totally new is being introduced, right? So what we see here is not cryptocurrency stocks, because if you understand how stocks work, it's just basically allowing people to buy into a company, right? And once they receive that money, they either scale on operations, they create new things, yada yada. But you really aren't going to. It's not the stock. The value is not in the stock itself. The value is in the company itself. When it comes to these cryptocurrencies, it's not the value in the company per se, but it's in the value of the network. It's in the value of what this cryptocurrency is about to introduce. You can think of the cryptocurrency as the company itself, but that's that's a deep thing that I'm not going to dig into right now. But yeah, how can you get your hands on these cryptocurrencies? Right, like I said, this is a very basic video. I'm not going to be diving too deep into things right now. But how can you get your hands on cryptocurrencies? Well, you have exchanges like Coinbase, right? You can download the mobile app, or you can just come onto it with your desktop. You go to it, go to get started, sign up. You go through the KYC sign up, which is basically know your customer. They're going to be asking you, why are you buying these cryptocurrencies, and how are you going to be buying them, with what money? Where do you work at? What do you do for a living? Just if you are a person that's not looking to do loopholes and stuff, just answer the questions. Just answer the questions. And on this exchange, you'll be able to buy several different cryptocurrencies. Now, when you're jumping into something like Gemini, you're going to be, it's the same thing. KYC asks you who you are, where you work, all this stuff. They want to know your information. So, of course, you're going to be, it's just tracking, when it comes to these cryptos. They want to know what's going on. They want to have as much information on it as possible. But, hey, you got a bank account. Why not go ahead and get a Coinbase and Gemini account, right? But if you're someone that's jumping loopholes, definitely, I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor, but I would just say go ahead and do the KYC. Get your account set up if you are interested in buying cryptocurrency, because these things are going to be the future of not just money, but the future of way transactions happen, the way companies run themselves. And we are beginning to see that with companies like this one that is known as Ripple. Ripple is basically a blockchain cryptocurrency company, and it's showing, it's showing some true colors of itself. Take a look at that company if you want to, and what they introduced with their cryptocurrency. But this is not financial advice, again, but this video is very brief. I'll probably create another video that will go more in depth into this stuff, if you guys want that. But like the video, subscribe, share it. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And this video isn't necessarily going to be on always cryptocurrencies. I want my channel to not only be about cryptocurrencies, but a variety of different things. You'll be seeing that in the next couple of videos when I upload the one in regards to the Napoleon Hill, the Think and Grow Rich video. Like I said, I was looking for a particular setting for that video, and when I find that setting, you guys will see. You guys will see. Well, thanks for watching. You guys enjoy your night. Well, enjoy your day, because it's 4:18 a.m. right now. I've been working on this for a little minute. Like I said, I got a little hunch to do the video. Heard a little voice in my head. It was like, hey, record a YouTube video. Just jumped up and recorded it. So you guys, hope you guys like this video. Have any questions? Just ask in the comment section. All right.